Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today we have a huge box from Geprc and inside it we have the new Moz7 V2 long range 7-inch drone with the 4 Pro system. I love the way it's packaged. You have the drone and the 2 accessory boxes holding it in the box. You have to remove the side boxes first. And boom! You get 2 sets of HQ 7.5 by 3.5 by 3 huge propellers. In the first accessory box you will find 2 super long antennas for the 4 system, TPU mount for long range antenna, and an accessory bag with 2 different types of sticky battery pads, 4 battery straps at different lengths, the usual Geprc carbon fiber keychain, all the tools you need to service the drone, and a lot of extra screws including the GoPro one. In the other box you have only the paperwork and the flight controller pinouts and manuals. And finally let's talk about the drone. First of all, I love when they come with the motor direction cards. It's always nice for beginners, you know, the propellers are inward spinning, so you know which way to put them on. The weight is around 796-800 grams, which of course it's a pretty beefy drone, but also a 7.5 inches is gonna be very efficient. The materials are quite nice and the drone feels sturdy even with these long arms. You have 2.5mm top and bottom plate. Look how big it is. The central plate is 3mm. The arms and this torsion stuff are 6mm thick. This whole front part of the canopy is made of aluminum, as well as this top protection plate. It keeps the camera flush inside, so it's kind of protected, but also you're not gonna get frame or propellers in view thanks to this kind of H dead cat design. The side panels are injection molded, which is always a high quality thing to see. You have a little door made of rubber for your flight controller and also a little door with a screw to open to access the O4 if you want to use it also as a recording camera. The camera is soft mounted in these silicone pads, so it shouldn't have any gel whatsoever. The O4 system comes with aluminum heatsink applied to it, so it shouldn't overheat, and it has a nice airflow coming with these fins. All of the red parts you see are 3D printed in flexible TPU, as well as the back GPS mount and antenna mount. You have the 2 5.8 GHz antennas here, and the central one is connected to the Express LRS receiver if you have one, so you can put a very big antenna for that as well. The GPS they provide is a M10 with a magnetometer, but the magnetometer is not connected, as you see only 4 wires coming out of it. It's kind of a shame. They could have added it and configured in Betaflight. The XT60 connector is encased in the TPU mount, so I suggest you putting the battery on top of the drone, because on the website they say you can put it on the bottom, use this as the battery strap mount, but I don't know how you're gonna route the battery wire to this top XT60. Maybe you need to remove it and solder a free-hanging XT60. The drone also comes with a buzzer inside here. The motors look gorgeous. Look at those coils inside. They are 2809 1450 kV. It comes with a dual board stack. It has a Taker H7 flight controller with Bluetooth receiver in it, so you can connect to your phone and your computer wirelessly to change parameters. And on the bottom you have a 50 amps 32-bit 4-in-1 ESC board. And finally, it's time to fly. I put the propellers and the antennas on. This thing is huge, and I'm gonna try with 4 different batteries. First of all, I'm gonna fly with the 1800 mAh 6S and the 2200 6S to check how it flies acro. I'm gonna push it and I'm gonna see the performance. Then I'm gonna use the recommended 3300 mAh battery. They recommend it for long range, long times of flying. It's gonna give you about 17 minutes of very slow cruising time. And also they recommend a 8000 lithium-ion battery for 25 minutes of long-range flying. I only have a 4000, so let's see how it goes. And if you're interested about these batteries from CNHL, check out the links in the description down below, because you also get a discount. First time taking off. Wow, it's not very noisy, I have to say. Super low pitch. Well, it's expected with a 7-inch, 7.5 actually. Well, it sounds much quieter than a 5-inch. I am now in angle, so air mode. Wow, it seems to be pretty stable. Yeah, I forgot to put some expo into it, but yeah, it's a bigger drone. We have a helicopter coming. Where the hell is it? I hope it's not low to the ground. Can you hear it on my microphone? Probably yes. Okay, let's keep reviewing. It's not gonna fly super low to the ground. I'm curious about the speed. Well, 120 with this battery. I expected a little bit faster. Maybe you need to put by blades to go faster. For cinematic, it's great. Now we have a lot more growing, so I don't know if the signal is gonna hold. Let me quickly try the GPS rescue before I lose it. Okay, this is my field. I hope it works. Yeah, okay, the GPS rescue works. I need also to put some defog in my goggles. Ah, much better. Man, how many freaking airplanes today? Another one. What the hell? They waited till I started flying. So for a 7-inch, it's really well tuned. Really well tuned. It has the slightest amount of wobble, a low throttle, but truly, really great job on the tuning on this drone. Of course, the lighter battery maybe it's helping a little bit. I'm curious to see what it does with the 2200, but it's flying. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a 7.5 inches the way it's tuned. It also seems to be quite efficient if you fly slow. Of course, it's the perk of having bigger propellers. Bigger propellers are more efficient if you don't push them too much. If you start accelerating, is not ideal, but if you keep them steady at a steady RPM, they are more efficient than smaller ones. And the longer antennas maybe are doing something. I'm gonna come back here with a fresher battery, but look how beautiful this place is. I am placed not in the best position because I am under a lot of plants and my signal from the goggles is not gonna be the best. I'm gonna bring this drone for a proper long range flight very soon, and I'm gonna make another video about it. Now today is preliminary tests. Man, I expected this drone to go faster, I'm gonna be honest. Cause okay, you can cruise at around 80 kilometers per hour. And I'm doing this thing with a freaking 7-inch. Now I need to get my bearings a little bit, but it also flies great if you wanna acro a little bit. It's not the drone, oh my god, it's not the drone to do that, but it can. Ha! And it's flying pretty good. I have to land. Oh my god, the battery is destroyed. Ugh. Oh my god. 5 minutes destroying the battery. Time for the 2200 milliamps. Okay, noise is pretty similar to before. I saw the cat pissing around here, just in the middle of the field. Yeah, this cat doesn't care anymore. 20 past years old. This is Mono, my logo. You see, 7-inch in front of him, just no cares given. This cat has seen all of my drones. Okay, still pretty good. Man, okay, you see the slightest amount of wobble when coming down, but I'm gonna say this drone is Very, very well tuned for being a 7.5 inches. Really, Geprc is always a warranty when it comes to tuning. Probably I'm turned the wrong way. Let me check. Yes, I'm facing the camera. I should be facing that way. Okay, much better with the signal. I have all of these plants in front of me, which is not the best. I wish I could dive this cliff, but I need to get... I don't know how to... probably I need to go down there and then fly. Wow. Okay, if you tilt it a little bit more, it's gonna go faster. But still, I expected a little bit more speed. You're gonna have to cruise very slowly. Of course, this drone is gonna shine in mountains, in windy condition. It's big. It's hard to move. It's gonna be very, very, very stable. Wow. I still need to put the expo, but I am noticing less on this drone because it's very big, so it's kind of already expoed a little bit. Now my mind is telling me go chase some chicken. Probably is not the best idea with this flying blender, flying lawnmower. Yeah, 2200, maybe a better choice. Still pretty agile. Oh my god. Yeah, the expo, I need to put it. Oh! Let's not destroy the drone. Look how big the shadow is. I'm not used to fly with these big drones in here. Not too bad. Oh! It is the right balance of efficient, powerful, and everything you need. It's not specialized at anything really. If you want to go truly long range, probably I will put some bi-blades on it. They're gonna be more efficient. Of course, you're gonna lose a little bit of this good tuning and stability. But yeah, this is a little bit of everything. You can do some cinematic moves, some freestyle moves, some medium, long range. Man, I love this place, especially with the shadows. Look down there, how beautiful it is. Now I'm gonna put the 3300 later and try and go for a really, really slow flight. I'm kind of lost myself, but luckily I have the top arrow pointing me in the right direction. Because I've not been flying for a while and everything has grown and I don't recognize anymore where I am. Okay, nice. The arrow is pointing me very, very nicely. Man, that cat didn't piss. He actually dumped and I can feel the stink. That's very disrespectful. But I am impressed. I didn't think this drone was gonna fly this good, but here we are. It's very similar to the 6-inch. Very kind of slower than a 5-inch, slower moving, but still. Now I am getting a little bit the hang of it. Okay, the battery is starting to be depleted. We have flown for 5 minutes and 13, so I feel like I accrued a little bit more now and I have not destroyed the battery. So yeah, you're gonna get 30 seconds, 1 minute more with these 2200 milliamps. Diminishing returns. And boom, it's finally time to check out the 3300 milliamps battery. I place myself on this fence, even if there is barbed wire, but I need to have clear line of sight because I want to go straight to the mountain. Probably we're not gonna reach it, but I want to see how long we can go. And boom, let's try doing this thing. There is some sort of little country house around here. Let me see if I can find it. No. Aha, here it is. Well, it's pretty abandoned, I would say. Look at the growth on here. Wow. Let's head straight for that mountain. It's 10 kilometers out, so probably I'm not gonna make it with this battery. And this is the first time I try, so I'm not even very confident about it. But if we fly slow, cruising at 60 kilometers per hour, I'm curious to see how long can we go. Probably I'm gonna turn at the 4-5 minutes mark, because I'm not used to it. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little detour. We are already 1 kilometer out. I need to take my car, go to that mountain and just try diving it, because I remember doing it many years ago with a 5-inch. No problem, so this drone will be very perfect for it. And this position I found on this fence is not bad at all. It seems like we have 60 megabits. As long as I don't fly in the middle of the crevasse, I'm gonna have a good signal, especially with these taller antennas. I hope the GPS works, just in case. I know this place. This is how do you call it? A freaking garbage disposal place. There is a giant hole in here, and this place is, I thought it was far from my house, but actually it's very close, and it's guarded. I remember going there to fly, and maybe I don't know, because I see some kind of excavator thing going on. Wow, 2 kilometers out, 2 minutes of flying. See, look how many escalators here. Okay, I'm just gonna scuttle a little bit on the side. I don't wanna create any problems. This is the first time I fly this far with a drone from my house. Maybe because with the Mavic 3 probably I went much further. Okay, we are at 30 megabits. We are starting to drop a little bit. What about the voltage? 370. I'm gonna turn it very soon. We did 3 kilometers out. Yeah, it's probably better to turn and go back home, because I don't trust the battery, and I don't wanna lose this drone. Yeah, I'm already getting a little bit of anxiety, because I read 15 minutes of flying, but I see the battery already at 3.7 volts, so I hope I can make it back home. I probably did the right thing going back, because I see the low battery sign. Let's see how long can we still go with this battery. I don't fly 7 inches much, so I'm not used to seeing the battery this low. 12 minutes of flying. I didn't expect it. I would probably have gone a lot further. And finally, it's time to fly with the 4000 milliamps lithium-ion 6S. This battery sadly doesn't really fit on this drone, because the lead is too short and it's a little bit out of balance. It has more power than I was expecting on a lithium-ion. Maybe yes, the 8000 is the way to go if you really wanna go very far. Now the question is, can it acro? I am down there, so maybe... No, okay. It can a little bit, but it sags very hard if you raise the throttle. And yeah, the battery is already going down. Maybe I'm gonna keep flying until the battery runs out and let you know how many minutes we did. It's just boring to put on a video. Very nice, it flew for 14 minutes and 50 seconds, and probably if I didn't give it the first couple of bursts of throttle, it would have gone 15 minutes. So very nice, also with a 4000 milliamps. 14 minutes of flying, if you don't totally destroy the battery, is possible. And after flying all of these packs, I am very impressed with this drone because it's pretty versatile. With the smaller, more lightweight packs, it kind of reminds you of a 5-inch. It's a little bit slower, it's not as snappy, but it's tuned very good for being a 7.5-inch. I wasn't expecting it. So it kind of can replace a 5-inch, and especially if you go in a very windy place, in a mountain setup, you can totally fly and do some nice cinematic freestyle with this drone. And if you pop a bigger battery on it, you can start doing long range. You can do around 10-15 minutes with a 3300 or a 4000 lithium ion. Probably I will put some bike blades for added efficiency, speed, a little bit less maneuverability, but it's better if you want to do long range. And I have not tried the 8000 lithium ion. They are very expensive, I just checked them out, but I totally believe they can go for 20-25 minutes, and you can go quite far with this drone at that point. Especially you have the O4 Pro, you don't need a GoPro since you don't see the propellers in view. This drone can be very nice for that purpose. And as always, that's all for today. Remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what you think about this drone, and I'm very curious about what's your setup for long range. Do you do long range? How far do you go? I'm very curious about it. For sure, I will fly again with this drone, maybe short form content. I will go to that mountain and try diving it because this seems the perfect drone to do that. I was there a couple of days ago grilling sausages. Sadly, I didn't have this drone yet. If you want to buy something, check out the links in the description down below. Clicking on them, you help my channel a lot, and also you get discounts. So thank you so much, stay safe and happy flying. Bye!